Lead, you guys follow.
Make sure like loud noises. You're acting like I've never done this before.
Alright, can I say my name is Ashley. I'm a college dropout.
Yeah.
Okay. Just kidding.
Welcome back to Real Talk. We are here again for another episode of Office Hours. It's after hours. It's 5 o'clock, and we have a packed crew today in the studio. I'm going to go around the room to introduce everybody. You guys know Selena. How you doing, Selena?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
We're back as usual. But we have Tom. Everybody knows Tom as well. The mystery boy who
Tom
disappears
Clancy.
in the night anytime a podcast is getting ready to be filmed. This guy. Come on, look at me. Don't look at, we're looking over the screens. Like I said before.
I'm the ghost.
Every single time we try to film, he escapes. So you want to give an explanation to all of your loving fans.
Tom Clancy's
Where
finally
have
at
you
his desk.
been for the last 20 episodes?
So the reasons why I'm never on the actual video is because I believe in dreams, and his dream is to have a podcast. So I am out every day on the streets
Right.
getting the money together so he can have his dream.
I'm getting the money and building the podcast.
Oof.
The dreams don't come true unless I'm. Well, I don't know what the fuck. You got me good. I don't know.
Yeah, you're losing it. You're losing us. All right, Ashley, introduce yourself. Ashley.
I'm Ashley.
Come on.
Yeah. So my name is Ashley. I'm almost 20 years old. I'm a young agent.
Wow, that's really good.
Wow,
I
congratulations.
didn't know what else
All
to
right,
say.
You're brand new. Nobody knows you, so give a little. Let's ask a couple questions about Ashley. I guess.
Oh,
What's your
God.
background before?
My
real estate?
background. Well, I was studying real estate at Monmouth University, and then I was doing real estate part-time, but then I left to do real estate full-time, and here I am.
How long were you in Monmouth?
Almost 2 years.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So you have an associate's degree?
No.
Or no. So you're a college
so-
dropout.
Yep,
Dropout.
college dropout. That's going to be the...
Hell yeah. I'm a college dropout too.
Okay, there we
So.
go.
I think we all are. Well,
you are too.
maybe except Tom.
No, Tom was too busy on his yachts and vineyards.
Tom went to Harvard.
For you.
Harvard 3 years.
Yeah,
Harvard,
Harvard.
3
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, okay, Buster. He looks like he went to Harvard.
Let me see the receipts.
Oh, I actually have him right here for the moment.
Oh, Tom Clancy is pulling out the receipts.
Anyway.
He's just getting
Okay, so
the diploma, the receipts. It's all the same thing. It's just proof.
I've never heard him say, oh, you went to school for 4 years? Can I see your receipt?
See your
Oh,
receipt.
yeah.
see, Tom needs his own mic. Unfortunately, we only have 3
No,
mics.
he doesn't deserve a mic.
Hopefully, you guys can hear this. Is it picking up what he's saying?
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
And we're gonna get a mic next week. We're gonna have mics for everybody. If you guys come back next week, I don't know. After this episode, your careers might be over.
Oh.
But next week we're gonna have mics for everybody if they
Let's
come
talk
back.
about that topic.
Wait, we're gonna have
Topic.
mics for
Careers being
everybody.
Next topic of the day.
Hold on. We're gonna have mics for everybody,
I'm scared.
and Matt's
I'm
gonna have a
scared.
mic backstage, so he's gonna be able to make comments, and he can fact check stuff for us.
Maybe I'll film next week and
No.
we'll be in, why?
We have a filmer.
The tripod?
Don't try to steal his job.
The tripod's the film.
Yeah, the tripod does a great job every time. All right, so let's get into our topics, guys. Well, first of all, how's your guys' week going?
It's been a week.
It's a short week. We got
It's still been a week.
it's the Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I
Are
can't
you guys
wait
ready
to
for
feast
a
tomorrow.
nice extra long weekend?
Yes.
No,
No.
Tom. Why?
I'm probably
Are you
still
gonna
going
miss
to show
work?
properties on Friday, to be honest
you
with
working
you.
on Friday? Yeah, so we got an extra long weekend.
Okay.
What are you guys doing for the holidays?
I have some family coming. It's
Nice.
low key though. That's it.
We're keeping it small. COVID.
Low
just gonna
energy.
be
What's
5
going on,
of
guys?
us.
I need some energy from
I'm
you.
do some shopping on
We're
Friday.
keeping it small.
And then I get
Um,
prepared.
You just repeat it. It's a little more hyped. Yeah, same. Just the family, just hanging out. Just me and my cousins.
I have
Keeping
to
it the same
admit, it's
crew.
definitely going to be a boring Thanksgiving this year, which sucks. But
Do I usually do a lot bigger?
yeah, it's normally double us. I have a lot of friends.
I didn't
We do
think so.
Friendsgiving
Oh, that's so fun.
this
I love
week.
that.
Then it would be,
Really?
yeah,
A lot of people do Friendsgiving. I never did a Friendsgiving.
Friendsgiving.
I
so
guess I don't
fun.
have that many friends. I guess
That's the funnest thing to
Yeah.
ever do. Everybody is like a potluck, everyone brings a dish.
I've heard about it.
We all, have a good time.
We can have a Friendsgiving. We're having a Friendsgiving
We're
right
having
now.
a Friendsgiving right now.
Yeah, this is a Friendsgiving.
Last year, Friendsgiving was really fun.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's fun.
I think we did it after Thanksgiving, though. The week after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Or before.
Okay. Still counts.
Yeah, I don't remember.
What are you doing, Tom? Talking to the mic. Well, tell us what you're doing for the Thanksgiving weekend.
I'm doing nothing crazy, just the normal, just my house. Every year every year we go down to Florida.
That's
My
kinda
family has a
it.
timeshare down there, so we go down there every year, but we're actually just going to stay up here this year.
Yeah.
So
This year should be interesting because usually it's either my parents or my dad's brother's family cooks dinner. but this year it's my oldest cousin is cooking dinner.
Oh wait, since usually holidays are your old house,
That too.
like
but,
your parents'
but,
old
no,
house.
but it's my oldest cousin who's doing dinner this year because they just got their own house.
Where do they live?
They live in Bayville, but they've never hosted a holiday before, so I'm very interested to
Were
see
you the
how
agent?
things go. No, I wasn't.
Ooh,
It was a while ago though.
That's a sore subject.
No. It was a while. Actually, I think they built it themselves, didn't they? Yeah, I think it was. They built it themselves, but I was not involved. I think it was over a year ago though. The construction.
You
started.
weren't full time.
Yeah, no.
Or you weren't even an agent.
No, I
You were
wasn't even really
referral-
practicing.
Referral based.
But you know what? It still hurts me.
Yeah, the holidays are definitely gonna be weird this year with everything going on. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, my family's like it's just my parents and my dad's brother and their family, my cousin who I see every day, basically. So it's like the same family. We keep it small every year mostly. I don't have a huge family of like 50 people. It's always like under
I feel like, most
12.
people. I feel like either. I shouldn't say everyone. Like I feel like the people you see, it's either they're like we're really worried about COVID, or like they don't care. I don't feel like
Yeah,
there's
there's
really
no
any.
in
There's no one
between.
really in the middle.
Yeah.
It's
I
either
feel like
like,
I'm in the
oh, we're not
middle.
having anyone. It's just going to be the people who live in the house, or oh, I don't care, no masks, just come in
20
my
of
house.
us, 30
It's either
people
one of
deep.
Right.
one or the other. Like obviously, if you have health concerns and your mom and dad have health concerns, you really aren't thinking of it. But
Yeah, I feel like I'm in the middle. Like we've always kept it small, just because we have a small family. It's like 12 of us, and my grandmother's just not coming because she doesn't want to risk it. She's just staying
it
home.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Definitely
it's
makes
like a
sense.
happy medium.
Right.
It's tough because I feel like most families only see like I shouldn't say only see their grandparents that like during the
we
holidays.
do.
Oh really?
We do. Yeah.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
a lot of people see like cousins or aunts and uncles because they live in other states, and this
Yeah,
is when
that's
they see them,
exactly
and
why.
now they can't
Right.
see any family. So it's sad, but what
Yeah.
are you gonna do? Everyone's going through the same thing.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so the first topic I want to go over with you guys, now that we're done about Thanksgiving, Department of Justice versus the National Association of Realtors. So I have an article here. I'm going to open it up. Let's do this real quick.
He's never prepared.
All right, so basically, I was going over this with Tom, and Tom thinks it's baloney. He doesn't think it's real. But basically, the Department of Justice is suing the National Association of Realtors, saying that it is misleading that buyers' agents claim that the buyers have to pay nothing because their intentions is ultimately to get commission from the seller. So what
are
do you
your
guys think
thoughts?
about that?
Doesn't make any sense.
I'll read a little bit of the article just to clarify. On Thursday, the Department of Justice filed a civil lawsuit alleging that NAR put illegal restraints on the way agents who sell real estate can compete. These practices, according to the complaint, include concealing buyers' broker commission, allowing them to misrepresent their services as free, enabling them to filter listings based on the commission offered, and limiting access to homes for sale solely to brokers who work for an NAR-affiliated listing service.
I wouldn't necessarily say that our services are free.
I guess
Because
they're
technically
saying,
the seller, their buyer, it's not coming out of the buyer's pocket, but in a way it is. He's buying the house.
I think it's
The
more
seller's
so.
selling the home, the buyer's
it's not
paying.
related to the closing costs. It's just
Right.
talking about our commission that's paid by the
I think it's more so the way they worded it, saying like maybe like a buyer's agent will look at a listing and see that it's 2% commission and not 2.5% and not show that house because of
That's
that.
what I immediately thought.
That's what I'm immediately thinking
But
because of the way it's worded.
That's an ethics thing then. I still don't think that it ties into what should be a law. Like that has to do with your integrity as an agent.
Yeah.
So you're saying that now they're policing your integrity?
Wow, you sound like a Republican.
Oh. I thought we were not going to get into politics.
The crazy thing is that like with the whole commission, it's kind of all topic, the commissions thing, but
Talk closer to the mic.
sometimes when I'll close a deal and you'll see a listing agent put like they get 3% and they're giving out 2%.
You find out at the end of the deal.
And you're like, wow.
So basically, what I was telling you is that sometimes the commission on the commission bill will come out totally different. You'll be like, "What?" And then you'll realize that maybe they only gave out 2.5, but they were taking 3.5.
No, but
Or maybe
it
they
says
give.
that on the listing. Though.
what do you mean?
It usually does not tell the seller's
Both
commission.
sides.
SAC. What does it say next to SAC?
Normally it says
Oh, it says it.
zero.
Usually it says
Yeah.
0 because you don't have to
Yeah, you
disclose
don't have to
what your commission
disclose.
is.
What your
It
commission is.
said to- I mean,
So yeah,
can
so
they
yeah,
lie-
yeah.
Can they lie on that?
No,
Then?
No.
They
no,
can't.
They can't.
So I don't know what happened, but
Well,
no, I mean
no.
like for me,
It
like
was
for
part of the MLS
example,
fee.
Like for
Yeah.
with my rental deal, it does say on there the seller's side gets 0.5% and the buyer side gets 0.5%. But
Well, for rentals, it's always usually half.
Mm-hmm.
There's never really situations where it's not, besides that weird situation with that Remax agent. But
So are they talking about commission though, or
yes.
they're not?
So it says here, if approved, the Justice Department said the settlement would enhance competition in the real estate market, resulting in more choice and better service for consumers, as well as a boost innovation in the industry. They said the settlement prevents traditional brokers from blocking competition, including by internet-based methods of home buying and selling, by providing greater transparency to consumers about the fees, the fees they pay to brokers. The podcast I was listening when they talked about it, they were basically saying that it's a win for home buyers because it might be a world in the future where buyers have to actually pay commissions.
Really?
And I don't know how that correlates to this really based off what the article is. I don't know how. It says typically when a home buyer puts their home up for sale, they agree to pay a commission, often 5 or 6% of the sale price. The buyer's agent and the seller's agent agree to split the commission, usually 2.5
This is an argument, though.
or 3% to each side.
If that is the case where they're not paying out the percent to the buyer's agent,
Yeah.
what's the point of the buyer's agent anymore? Just go through a listing agent.
right.
Right.
Why go through the buyer's agent?
Which is
Which I don't.
is-
It's not
So
going to
that's
happen.
why this doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't
to
make
me.
any sense.
Because then, okay, so what is it actually going to look like once this is actually put into
I don't see
writing?
how an agent is taking advantage of a buyer.
So it says here, a home buyer does not pay up front for their services of seeing homes and purchasing one, and currently may be told their services are free, but this is likely to change. Buyers agents are going to have to start telling the buyers, this commission doesn't pay me enough money for my services I offer. Let's have an upfront conversation about what I charge, said Glenn Kelman, chief executive of Redfin.
You see.
Oh, basically saying if
And if
they
you're
see,
delivering premium
if there's a
service.
home for sale and it's 2% and the agent doesn't like it, they're not actually showing the property.
Right, unless
And
the buyer
they can
pays.
they can request, they can let the client of theirs let them know and say, listen, they're only giving out 2%.
Oh, like
They want the other 0.5%. That's kind of crazy though.
Right, it's kind of crazy.
I don't do that. That's crazy to do.
Yeah.
If you,
So much
if you see a
crazy to
house that your
ask for.
client's interested in, are you kidding?
I guess they're trying to make that a norm. I don't know, but I just thought it was interesting. It was a huge topic, I mean, that's really going to change things a lot. And like you said, I honestly wouldn't mind if it gives listings more leverage because I love listings, and I think that's going to make our business even stronger, if anything. If you're a listing agent and you're focusing on listings, you're going to just excel, really.
100%.
Because everybody's going to just
That's
go
the
straight
whole
through
point of
you
the game.
now.
Listings is the game.
Right.
So
Any other thoughts on that?
I'm somewhat confused only because if the buyer's agent has to know what commission or has to give, disclosure to their I'm sorry. If the buyer's agent gives disclosure to their buyer what they're making, well, what is that? I mean, like, still, okay, yes, we just talked about what that's going to change, but what about, with the listing agent, don't they have to,
Disclose how much they're making?
right? You would think so.
Yeah, I mean, that makes more sense to me, if anything.
I think it just doesn't make any sense.
So you think it's going to get passed? Like this?
I feel like it's just not
I don't know
necessary.
enough about it.
I
to be
feel
honest
like
with
it's
you.
just not
I've never
necessary.
read the article. You talked about it. I just never read it.
Yeah,
I
it's
have to look more into it.
That article is from CNN, but it's on every website when I looked at the topic. All right, so next topic, a little more light, not real estate related, but social media related. So Snapchat just announced that they're coming out with a new feature. Obviously, you guys have seen how Snapchat had stories, and then Instagram's like, I'm going to do stories, and then Facebook's like, I'm going to do stories, and then Twitter has stories. Everybody copies themselves. So Snapchat is now doing a new feature where they're going to have a thing called Snapchat Spotlight, which is a replica of TikTok on Snapchat. Okay? So how do you think it's going to go? Because people are talking about this, and people are saying that they don't believe that Snapchat is enough of a titan in the social media game compared to Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok
Oh, that's
to
not
be
true
able
at
to
all.
survive.
That's not true at all. Everyone has Snapchat.
Yeah.
Right, but
Everyone uses Snapchat
but
daily.
what do you consume more of, Snapchat or Instagram?
Personally,
Yeah.
I think I'm on Snapchat
Instagram.
a lot during the day.
I'm on
Really,
Instagram.
you're at Snapchat more than Instagram?
I don't Snapchat a lot, to be honest with you. I just have group chats with my friends.
Okay, so
say family.
for
I don't personally. I think it's one of the apps I go on throughout the day.
I do too.
I
but
don't think
it's
I
as
don't think I
powerful
would.
of a social media.
It's been
It's
around
more-
for
it's
a,
more of a
but think about it.
messenger.
It's been around for a long time.
It's more of a messenger
I
though.
feel like the only reason I still have Snapchat.
Yeah, it's not a social media app.
Exactly.
It's more of a messaging app to contact with your friends.
So people don't.
But the thing is,
so
at the end of the
TikTok's
day, the
video
reason why
content.
they're doing it is for money.
Right. But here's the
The
thing.
apps try to take advantage of all these other ideas to make more money.
Here's the thing.
Before
ahead.
you say that, I feel like the only reason why Snapchat would be the elite is because everyone's taken Snapchat's ideas and branched off of it.
But they do better jobs at it. Like
They do better
when
jobs
Instagram
at
took
it.
stories, I feel like Instagram stories are more used than Snapchat stories.
I feel like not a lot of people do Snapchat stories anymore.
Exactly. So Instagram
To be
took
honest with you,
Snapchat's
I
idea.
don't even.
So
I'll
why
be
does
honest,
Snapchat
I'm
think
not
it
really
can take
big into
TikToks?
social media. Like I'm into social media and everything, but I'm the one that's lazy and I don't really go through stories.
Well, let's get this.
I just
So they must think that it's gonna be hard for them to compete with TikTok. Obviously.
I know. When did
I
you
mean,
hear this?
This is
recent?
brand new. This is brand new
Oh, I
news. We have breaking news on Real Talk. Only the newest stuff. Only the newest news. They must know that they can't compete with TikTok. I mean, TikTok's a huge platform, obviously. Charlie D'Amelio just hit 100 million followers. It's like insane. So Snapchat, the incentive they're offering now is that for 100, for the biggest creators, they are pushing in $40 million worth of money to pay the biggest creators on the platform
on Snapchat.
for the first 6 months.
Sign me up.
Well, Snapchat just
So I'm trying to find the exact. They will be paying out $1 million a day. The company will pay out $1 million a day. Let's see what else. I'm trying to see where.
well, you know why, right?
Because they're trying to get people to use it.
More people go to use it, more viewers, more advertising.
Yeah, exactly. So
So the $1 million are going to be giving away each day. They'll be making that 20 times back.
and
from just
TikTok's
advertising.
TikTok's ad revenue right now is very low. They pay, I believe it's like 10 cents for every 1,000 views or something. It's like extremely low how much
And
you
you
make
have
on
to be
TikTok.
18 years or older.
But they're trying to up that. TikTok plans on paying over $1 billion in the next 3 years to creators. Over $1 billion.
Wow.
So, question: Snapchat Spotlight's brand new. Should we as agents be getting on there to to brand ourselves now?
Yeah, I mean, recently.
It's a brand new platform. Should we hop on there?
Recently, I've been trying to post more on TikTok, like real estate related content, because it's just the new name of the game.
Talk to them, Tell us about your content. How's your TikTok content doing?
I haven't really posted that much. I really only have been trying to come up with more ideas, but I don't know. I think it's gonna be a new audience, and like it's like everyone that's up and coming, like next couple years.
Yeah.
So I think that it'll be better.
Do you think it's gonna last for a while?
Yeah.
Are you getting a lot of
I think
views?
so.
What's your views like?
Only a couple hundred. I'm not there yet. No.
Oh, damn, that's.
I'm not Addison Ray. I'm sorry.
I was doing real estate TikToks for a while. I haven't done it in a long time, but there was like 1 or 2 that I got over 1,000. I was like so hyped on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I was a
It's cool,
creative
though.
when it came to the social media stuff like that because it's just not me.
It takes practice.
It takes practice,
Yeah,
and effort,
like learning it. Yeah.
and investing time to doing it.
Yeah.
And that's just like one of my. I'm lazy when it comes to that too. Like in some ways that you are, Tom, I'm lazy
Right.
the same way. I don't know if it's gonna work for me.
I feel like the good thing with the TikToks though is like it's obviously shorter and people have very short attention spans nowadays.
Yeah.
So I feel like
Yeah.
it catches
It's like
people attention
with
more.
comedy.
And then also like ultimately like my goal is to be like a guide for people and like they trust me on there and they just keep seeing me and they're like, okay, when
Yeah.
they're ready
And
to
you
do
have to
something,
be
they reach out to
creative.
me. Yeah.
Well, TikTok's
Yeah.
so easy to be creative because the thing is that they come out with a sound and there's a trend that's tied to the sound.
Then
And then
you
you
just
figure
think
out
of it.
what business related could tie to that trend. Like if it's like a thing where it's like I get so mad because of these things, and then there's like music, and people are doing it to everybody uses the same sound and does a video to it, so that you can be like,
Yeah.
why I get mad in my real estate business and then use the same sound and
Yeah.
like it's all
Right.
based on.
Algorithm.
You have to kind of stick with what's popular too.
Exactly. Sticking with popular is very
Yeah.
important on TikTok. But I'll have to show both of you my TikTok, my real estate TikTok.
I
that
think I
haven't
saw
posted
it.
up.
I did
Have you
see
seen
it.
mine?
I
Yeah.
haven't.
You don't remember? You
No.
sent it to me?
What did I send you? I was doing so much social media.
And actually
Yeah.
were really funny.
I was getting a lot of good reactions to it. Like I don't know if you guys have seen on Instagram. Ashley, you might have definitely seen him. He's the broke agent.
Yes.
He posts all the memes and like
yes,
he does
they're
TikToks.
so funny.
Yeah, he's like a meme. He's a realtor,
love it.
and
I've
he
heard
makes
of it.
more money probably on social media than he does in actual real estate.
Yeah.
The broke agent.
You
We gotta get him
definitely
on the
know his
show.
posts.
I think he lives in California, but we gotta get him on the show. He just does all memes. Whenever I post like a real estate meme on my story, it's created by him usually.
Mhm.
Really?
Yeah, he does like all funny posts. But yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. Like, I never want to jump into one of these platforms and like go like crazy with it because I feel like it's never for sure if it's gonna actually take off or not. It could just be a total waste of time.
Well, if you're consistent, then I don't think so.
No, I'm saying like they could just
But
like not like
you think the Snapchat thing? That
yeah
you're
like
talking
Twitter
about?
stories is that ever gonna be a thing?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think Twitter's
You're
so
a big
much
Twitter
better.
head.
I love Twitter.
It had a big buzz. It's funny. I've only watched 3 stories since the update came on because I really hate the fact that Twitter got stories.
Yeah, you're big on Twitter. So what do you think about it? What's your opinion? You just hate it?
I think it's a waste of space.
Why didn't
That's
you
so
do it?
bold.
we have 2 because I mean, yeah, that is to be bold, but we have 2 other platforms,
Stories.
Snapchat and Instagram, that do stories. Why
Facebook
do we need
too.
a third? And Facebook, why do we need a third?
They all do stories.
I'm not big into Twitter.
Me neither.
I love Twitter.
I love
The
it.
reason why I got off Twitter is just everyone's drama goes there.
Twitter is,
Just drama.
Well, it depends who you follow,
Well,
though.
I
That's
don't
what Selena
think
posts.
for
Selena
me-
posts all about her personal life.
for me, it's not drama,
Not drama, but,
I
just
but
like
like,
it's
I
very
like to get
clicky.
away.
it's
on
expression.
Twitter.
It's an expression of
It's
what you're
very
thinking.
expressional, yeah, on Twitter, and you can get like roasted very heavily
Have you been
on
roasted?
Twitter. I haven't
Okay.
been roasted, but I do go viral, which is pretty cool.
Really?
That's
You
the
do?
only app I go viral.
How many followers do you
I'm
have?
waiting to see you.
I only have like 290 followers.
Oh, okay.
But if I make a
Wow,
comment,
You're viral.
well, I'm not like, you know,
You're really viral on that app.
I
What do you consider
Wait,
viral?
talk to the mic. Talk to the mic.
well, viral.
Wait,
like,
I want to. What do
viral
you
is
what do you
like-
consider viral?
Okay, viral is more so like
100 retweets.
at
More than
least-
50 people see it on
No,
your.
viral
Oh.
is honestly more than like, for me, in my opinion, more than 10,000.
Oh, so you're getting more than 10,000
I'm
retweets?
not getting that. No, I'm
So
not.
you've never been viral in your life.
Not in that sense.
What, I'm asking you personally.
Yeah,
what is
yeah.
viral to
You said
you?
you go viral. It's here.
Well, for me,
Can we-
viral is like
You know what I wanna do?
500 likes on a tweet.
I would say it's pretty
How
good.
much I
500
thought.
likes
That's a lot.
on a tweet. Yeah. Can
My last one, I have like 280 something.
Can
like
we
that.
see it? Can we see a tweet that you are proud of that got a lot of likes? Can you read one live? You don't have to give away your username, but just hear a tweet.
Well, I don't have my phone right next to me. We're
Here,
actually
I'll pull it
using
up.
it to
Here, go on my
record.
phone. Because you follow. I
I-
think I follow you on Twitter, don't I?
Yeah,
All right, here.
I remember the tweet.
If, as long as it's something that you feel comfortable sharing.
Probably something about Drake.
Yeah, why not? It's not about Drake. It's
Probably
actually
about
it's about cheaters.
Oh God.
See, look, you're like one of the only people I follow. 'Cause I don't use Twitter, so it's all her posts on my feed.
So
Feel bad for you.
I follow like 10 people.
you feel bad for me? Oh,
I
you
don't
feel bad
go
for
on
Mike?
Twitter.
You're
I don't
so
go on
rude.
Twitter.
So let's see.
Let's see a viral tweet. 500 likes. This is the kind of content you got to be posting if you want to get 500 likes on Twitter,
So
which
I-
is pretty
It's
decent.
like I was heartbroken.
I think when I was posting on Twitter, I was getting 1 like per post.
Well, it's you.
Yeah, because nobody cares about my
You
tweets.
probably also have like 3 followers. So you
Yeah.
just got
I feel
it.
like I never tweet.
I'd never tweet.
So
Have you ever like tweeted at a celebrity?
Yes.
I'm sure I have. Not. It's not very.
How many
often.
tweets? How many times do you tweet at Drake?
Well, Drake's not really active, so I don't. I tweet about him.
If-
It's like my last Drake tweet. It was about. I said, Drake and I were only 10 years apart. That means we can make it work.
You know, I asked her if she knew who Graham Stephan. Aubrey Graham. The word Graham. I asked her if she knew. Well, she doesn't know who Graham Stephan is, so. But I asked her if she knew who Aubrey Graham was. Wait, you love Graham Stephan?
Yes.
You know who Graham Stephan is?
Yes. I
Who's
got my
Graham
first
Stephan?
Discovery card because of him.
Oh wow.
Who's
Very
Graham
cool.
Stephan?
See, who's Graham Stephan? You're embarrassing me, Selena. We're never gonna get him on the show now. Anyway,
Oh my God.
I asked her who's Aubrey Graham. You know who Aubrey Graham is?
I don't.
It's Drake's real name, and she didn't know. And I was like, wow, you call yourself a real fan.
I don't like Drake
not a girl's
one
name?
bit.
Are you kidding?
What?
How long is this taking, Selena? We got to go to the next topic.
All right.
I don't
I'm,
like him
I'm
at
doing
all.
a quick search. She must have cheated.
I don't
that
know
was
him
the
as a
tweet.
person. I just don't like his music, so I don't like him.
So anyway, I'm gonna give you guys the story because I can't find it right now. I don't like being put on pressure like this. It's so hard.
Let's hear the tweet.
So you lied.
No,
You could say it.
no, I didn't lie. I'm telling you the tweets right now.
Okay, tell us the tweets.
The
The
tweets.
Tweet tweets.
So what happened was, a girl came on Twitter and said that it's okay. Everyone cheats.
So it was a
Forgive them.
comment.
It was a tweet that she tweeted.
And you commented
No,
on it.
No.
it's called a
Retweet.
No,
subtweet.
the initial tweet
Wow,
was
these tweet stuff
everybody
get confusing.
tweets. I mean,
little
sorry.
birds.
Everybody cheats. That was the tweet, the initial tweet.
Okay.
So someone that I follow, quote tweeted it and said, "I'm glad my name is not everybody. Y'all be easy." So on Twitter right now,
Definitely
a trendy
Drake,
thing
right?
is, huh?
Drake is not part of this
Drake is not involved in
conversation.
this. Like a trendy thing is like the y'all be easy. Like it's just there's trends on Twitter.
Okay.
And so I commented under that tweet. Now the y'all be easy tweet went up to 117,000 likes. So that one went viral. And I was like one of the first people that commented on it. And I said she must have cheated. And I got like a couple hundred likes off of that.
Gotcha.
Oh, that doesn't
I get
count.
followers
It was
through
a
it.
subtweet
It's a
comment.
reply.
It's my comments, my
Reply.
tweeted
I thought
comments,
like
they
you
get-
tweeted something and it just took off.
Yeah, that was a
So you took
organic
you-
tweet.
Yeah, you took basically
Somebody
the
else.
So I
attention
chime
from
in.
someone's
I
tweet
chime
and you
in.
commented like everyone else on
chimes-
Facebook pages.
LOL. My
And all of a sudden you
chimes,
took off like that.
my chimes get a lot of likes.
My chimes.
A lot of people agree with my
I'm
chimes.
just not. I don't comment on people's stuff.
You ever see
I
on like the
comment.
real estate Facebook pages when people comment things and there's like 100 likes
Oh my
on
god,
them?
yeah. Like instantly.
Yeah.
And it'll be like,
Realtors think they're so funny, and all the old agents like, this is hysterical, and they're all like liking it. You've seen this before, right? Like on like
Yeah.
Real Estate Mastermind Facebook group page, somebody's like, where did you get your last deal from? And they're like, Tinder, and you get like, or somebody said Grinder, I saw, and there was like 100 likes on it.
instantly.
Yeah.
People can we talk about that for a second?
Yeah.
People, like,
You're on Grinder.
no.
Are you on Grinder?
I'm talking about like the real estate like agent like Facebook pages. People ask the stupidest
tell you
questions,
when you're
and I know
older.
everyone says like no question is a stupid question, but like people just bring up like unrelated like stupid topics on there.
Like what?
I don't know,
Let's
like
hear your
kind of like what you
complaints
said.
about other realtors. Let's hear your complaints about other realtors.
I don't know, like things that are just common sense. Like I don't know, they just ask dumb things. I'm trying to think of an example at the top of my head.
Ashley likes to complain, I feel like.
I'm not a complainer. Definitely,
Every time you come in, you're like, it's cold.
that's not true. I've never said
All
that
right.
in my life.
Speaking about
Here
complaining,
today, right before the podcast, you go,
it's so hot.
Okay, so I'm expressive.
That's complaining.
No, there's a difference between expressive or complaining.
She's talking to
Okay.
the camera now. She's trying to save
Okay.
it. She's doing her PR
Comment
moment.
below.
I walk into work and stuff. You just walk and we're like,
Yeah.
I don't even.
We just walk in, go, and we leave like 3 under contract.
All right,
Just walk
good
out
for
like
you.
robots, like, deal
Alright,
making
sorry.
machines.
I'll-
Okay.
I'm
So-
still gonna express myself.
Speaking of complaining, the next topic I have here is: are you built for real estate?
Wow, this is
As a
this
person.
is a
As
It
a
takes-
person.
it
this is
takes
such
a lot of-
subliminal. I already know
And
this.
this is why
so
we
Like-
brought it up.
subliminally.
What do you
Something
mean?
happened yesterday, but we had to bring it up.
Really?
What happened
It's
yesterday?
subliminal.
It
How
takes
is it
a
subliminal?
lot of.
Michael.
What?
Yesterday, Michael's like, ooh.
There's a lot of self
I was
development.
adding to this by myself. What do you mean?
Oh, did you?
I
What
want to talk
happened?
about.
I had nothing to do with
No, no,
involving
no,
you in
no, no,
creating
no.
that
I wanted
topic.
because I wanted to talk about upbringing and stuff too. We're gonna get into that, but
No.
I wanted to just talk about in general. Are you built for real estate? Because I feel like there are some people who are not, and there are some people who will
Let's
persevere
start
through
this
it.
way. What type of person is a good real estate agent?
Someone who never quits.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely true.
I agree.
She's
I mean, if
on
you-
the ball.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Repetitive,
I'm very
consistent.
yeah.
Alright,
I'm,
let's hear it, Selena.
I'm very resilient. Yeah, exactly. Resistant. Like
Yeah.
I
What's
feel
the
like-
word you used the other day, and we're like, what does that even mean?
Oh yeah.
And we're
Yeah.
like-
No, that has nothing to do with
No, we're
this.
like-
No, that has-
She's like,
I
agent
said-
hasn't responded.
We're like, he probably doesn't know
We're like,
what
we
the hell-
didn't respond because we don't know what that means.
He probably doesn't
she
even know what you
actually
meant.
did respond, and she didn't know what I was talking
Did she
about.
respond with a question mark or?
No.
Say the word. I'll see how many people know it in the room.
Excessively desirous.
Like a desirable neighborhood or a desirable house.
No.
Excessively desirous in
Drake
nature.
Barter in his rap. He knows this word from the rap.
I could see him saying that in a rap.
Desirous.
That sounds sexual when you say it that way.
It does.
I only used it because I wanted to use a softer word for being greedy.
So
It
you're
means
psych-
greedy.
You're psychological in your text.
Never heard of this word.
I am psychological.
She's
I'm
like,
ver- I'm
she's
an
like, she's like,
intellect.
she's like, you're greedy, and I'm smarter than you as well.
Oh gosh.
Accept our offer.
I want to sound as professional as I can without being insulting. So I will use excessively desirous rather than greedy.
Or you're a dumbass.
What?
Who's a dumbass?
The other agent.
Oh.
No, I
Can you
said it
imagine?
about their client, not.
So the client's the dumbass.
She was saying they're
I
greedy.
don't think that they're a dumbass.
I would
think
have
that
just
they're
said greedy. I would say I feel like your client's being greedy, just like that, because I feel like
If she texted me, I would have whipped out my dictionary and
yeah.
Oh my god! I thought you were gonna shorten that word.
and text her right back.
All right. Anyway, so let's go back to what makes a good agent, and are you built for real estate? Let's go around the room and just like what do you guys think about that?
I said
Okay.
mine.
You have anything else to say? Expound on that.
I definitely think it takes a lot of self-development, and some people come into this field and they're not built for it, and then they have to make themselves built for it if they want to last.
So you think that people who aren't built for it could adapt, evolve for the
Yeah,
business?
I mean, at the end of the day, you are who you are, but like, I think a lot of people aren't the same. Or people that have been in the industry for a long time, they're not the same person they were when they started. Definitely not.
Definitely not.
100%.
You
You
learn a
know,
lot.
I know
Yeah.
I'm going to change.
Like
Yeah.
everything you go through, like in your business, like changes you as a person too. I feel
Yeah,
like,
Right.
and
definitely
vice
true.
versa.
Right.
So
I feel like I've changed a lot in the last.
What do you think, Tom?
yeah,
I mean, it's called
yes.
experience.
The first
To
like
shorten
1 to 3
Yeah.
years is like
Oh, you
the
learn
most,
so
like,
much.
life changing.
But there are
like,
definitely people who won't make it past those
No.
first 3 years.
yeah. No.
Because this is not
No,
a
what is
targeted.
that? What
This
is
is not a
it?
targeted thing.
Where is,
It
statistic?
the statistic. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Absolutely
80% of agents leave after the first year.
There you go.
No, but it gets worse.
What's worse?
After
Second
like
and third,
yeah,
it
2 to
keeps getting
3.
worse.
Like
Oh.
more and
That's
more
why I
people
said
are
after
quitting.
the
Like
first
90
3
to
years.
95%.
Yeah.
Probably.
And I think third year, like 90% of agents either go to part time
Are you
or
talking
have a part time job.
It's a crate. I'm actually gonna look it up right now. You can hold it.
Yeah, look up pull up the statistic, and then you'll tell us about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the thing. But I feel like some people are just resilient, like you're saying.
Yeah, and I think it has a lot to do. I mean, I was, agent concierge at some point. I was able to listen to what agents, to their needs and their concerns in their business, and a lot of them, or a good amount of them, personally told me like, my business is slow. I think I want to hand in my license, and I would try to convert them and say, well, maybe you should be a referral agent,
Right.
But there's so many ways to get business. It's up to your dedication, how much you put into it at the very end of the day. And I also think that too. I mean, and I struggle
Stop
with
being
this
rude.
sometimes also. Like, you want a quick return
Right.
when this is not a quick
Right.
return.
It's not like an instant gratification thing. And I feel like
Exactly.
in our modern day society, it's like everyone's addicted to instant gratification.
Yeah, everything you're
Social
doing,
media
though,
just trains you for Instagram,
Yeah.
So
everything you're doing, just know that you are building towards something because it's more long term. It's a lot of patience is
Yeah.
necessary in the business, definitely.
I've noticed that a lot of people that are successful think more long term too, not
Yeah.
just this
Should
year.
we name the
You
title
know.
of the podcast about this subject right here?
Yeah. Are you built for real estate?
Yeah.
Sure. That's the title.
I think
You got
that
the
a lot of
statistics
people.
you want to tell the mic? Oh, sorry to cut you off, Ashley.
No.
Basically, in the first 5 years of being a real estate agent, you have an 85 to 90% of failure rate.
First 5 years.
9 of every 10 new agents fail.
That's insane.
That's
Only one agent makes it
incredible.
out of every.
And that's
10 agents.
and
It's
but
crazy.
Survival of
at
the
the same
fittest
time
right
though, right, it is survival of the fittest. But at the
Yeah.
same time, I feel like that's the price you pay when you make it so easy to be a real estate agent.
So
It's
does that
too
mean-
Yeah.
damn easy
so
to
does
get
that
into
mean-
Well, that's the problem.
True.
People get their license
And they think it's
thinking
so
going to
easy.
be easy. Like,
Right.
oh, I can sell a house and make $6,000. Oh, that's easy.
Right.
They don't know anything.
It
When I
goes
first
on.
became an agent, I didn't realize how much is involved in the actual real estate and like
The
process.
transaction, yeah.
There is so much
Right.
involved. And
So many
when
steps.
I got my license, I was young. Even though I got 2 years ago, I'm still
Mhm.
young. I was 21 or turning 21.
Yeah.
I never bought a house.
Right,
And now
that's
I'm gonna
exactly
go
the
out,
same
I'm
boat
gonna
I
go
was
out
in.
and sell real estate to
To a freaking
potential buyers,
55-year-old
selling a house to someone.
who's
Yeah.
already who's
Dealing
already
with
been
an
in it.
investor who
Is counting on me to actually find him a great investment.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's nerve wracking, but
It
now
is.
For
I
sure.
know.
You're dealing with people's
I know a
money,
lot,
and it's
and
the
I'm not
biggest
gonna say I know
transaction of their
everything.
life.
I feel
That's
like
what's-
I learn everything every day.
That's
Yeah.
exactly
When
why
I
it
step
took me
in
so
this
long.
office, I learn something new every day.
Yeah. I kind of
Very
just
true.
I kind of just winged it. I feel like my first couple deals, I was just like, I'm gonna figure it out as I go,
You
and
have
like
to.
surround yourself with people who can help you. Your brokers and
Mm-hmm.
coaches and managers and all that kind of good stuff. But
No, I wouldn't say you winged it because even though you didn't know that much, your client still had a good service because you were
Right.
there.
You
for
had
them.
resources.
And the stuff you didn't know, you would come to me.
Yeah.
You would go to someone that knew the answer, and you would get right back to them. That's
Oh,
still,
yeah,
that's still
definitely.
great
Mhm.
service you provided your client. And
Yeah.
the biggest thing is service.
Yeah,
Right.
because I had less infield training.
Yeah,
That's the
customer
biggest
service
part.
is the biggest thing. You talk to people that they bought a house from an agent, like, oh, I'd never use him again, or I'd never use her again. And it's just they were never there for them.
All right, I still touch
That's one of
base.
the biggest things.
My
You
first
can't-
closing, I still touch base with them. Like every like
Oh,
6
yeah.
months, I'll
Yeah.
text them and be like, Happy Thanksgiving, like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That reminds me of that.
Oh, you know
Yeah.
what? I need to text.
That text some clients.
Gotta
yeah.
stay in
Yeah.
I
touch.
build a relationship with pretty much all my clients. Like,
Mhm.
I actually
Yeah,
talk to
same.
them.
Yeah.
Like my clients call me all the time. Hey Tom, what's going on?
My
Yeah.
my first buyer, he had a fish tank, saltwater fish tank, and he was always talking about. He's like, I want to put a fish tank right here. Every house we saw, he found a spot.
That's cool.
Did you
So-
get him a fish tank?
So we started talking with him about
Oh, that
saltwater
was
fish
like
tank.
the key to buying a home.
He
Is where he was gonna
where he's
put
gonna put it
his
in the
thing.
family room. So, but then like a couple months later, he closed on the house, and like a month later, I bought a couch from somebody online. I went to go pick it up, and they were moving as well, and they had a saltwater fish tank. He's like, I have these saltwater fish. I don't know where we're putting them. We're moving to Florida.
Wow.
So I was like, I know a person who buys saltwater fish. So I texted him. I was like,
Yeah.
hey,
That happened?
I mean, I don't know if they talked, but I connected them. I don't know if he ended up
Hmm.
buying it, but I was like, this guy's selling saltwater fish for a discounted price because he has to move. So
That's
I tried
amazing.
to connect them, but I was just thinking about my client,
Pretty
and
cool.
it's pretty cool. So
Yeah.
hopefully now he'll remember that moment. In my notes here, I have, I think I want to talk about all of our upbringing. What's our background, like how we were raised as children? Because I feel like that really instills
so
a lot
deep.
of resilience in you. That's what instills. What's wrong, Selena? We're
She's
going
about-
deep. We're about to cry
I think
together
we're all
on this
about to have
podcast.
breakdowns right now.
Huh?
Oh my god.
We're all about to have breakdowns
Let's
right
let
now.
Tom start this one. We'll go
Childhood
this time.
trauma.
Like, let's talk about how you were raised. Did your parents teach you to value the dollar and to value hard work?
Do you want me to start like where I was born,
No.
my social security number?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. My pretty much my entire life, I feel like my parents. I had a great life, great childhood. My parents were always there for me. Like literally anything I wanted, it would always. My parents would make it work. But my entire life, even through school, like my parents, they didn't go to college. My dad created his own business. My mom was in the union. So even though they weren't in college, they were still very into school. Like if I didn't get good grades, what are you doing wrong? Like they showed me you have to put your mind to something to get it achieved just so you've done it.
Right.
And that pretty much I feel like getting brought up that way and them being on top of you with school and making you work hard for even those things, it just shows you in life you actually have to work hard to everything you want to achieve or just get done.
Right.
Coming from when we painted this office to literally anything, you just have to work hard at it, get it done, and
Yeah.
get it done at 100%.
Yeah.
But I think my dad and my mom definitely did a great job on showing me how to work hard, own a business. I worked for my dad when I was 12. Even though
Right.
I wasn't working, I would go in his van on his runs, pick up some stuff when he was supervising job sites.
You grew up around that atmosphere.
Yeah, I grew up. My dad's a contractor, so I grew up how he ran his business, how he supervised his employees, workers, management. So I feel like I have a great background. My grandfather was a builder, and he was also a real estate investor.
Yeah.
So I feel like real estate came to me because my grandfather, my father, were in it.
Yeah. So that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. I knew a lot, even though I didn't really know the home buying process or title or attorney, like everything in real estate.
Some form.
I got
The
brought up in
industry.
real estate
Right.
in a way.
Right.
So
All right. Cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Ashley, how was your upbringing?
Mine's kind of different than that. No one in my family. I mean, my dad did flip some properties down in Florida, but other than that, I feel like no one really guided me towards real estate. Myself, I want to invest in the future, so that's kind of why I segued into this. But neither of my parents went to college either. So when I first went to college, I kind of had some pressure and anxiety to, finish and graduate. And then I was just like, no, it's just not for me. For at least what I want to do. I mean, I can always go back in the future, and that's something I've thought about too. Maybe down the road I could go back, but for me to just go into all these loans and for something that I'm not sure about, I decided not to. But I've always kind of been an independent person, just in general. So I feel like for me, being in real estate, I'm still figuring everything out, I mean, my parents are there for me in regards to emotionally and things like that. But no, I never had real estate guidance or, financial guidance.
Before we come to this side
Yeah.
of the table, I want to get more into it. I want to get
Mhm.
deeper out. I want to ask more of
was it good enough?
No. It's good. You're explaining your background. I want to know your upbringing. Like, I want to know like, did you cut your parents' lawn for them, or did they pay you $20 to cut the lawn, or did you do it for free?
Okay.
I want to know things like that. That's what I mean by upbringing.
Right. I
Like-
got money sometimes.
That was a great intro, Tom.
Yeah. Did they pay you to cut the lawn?
Did they pay you to cut the lawn?
Did they pay me? No, never.
No. Allowances?
I truthfully never got an allowance.
Okay, were you punished as a kid?
100%.
Or were you spanked?
The biggest punishment. I'm gonna be honest. I was hit, and I think you should be able to hit your kids.
Yeah, I was spanked.
Not-
Dude. My butt
not
cheeks, my butt
abuse
cheeks
them.
were red.
But the biggest punishment when I would talk back when I was a kid, my dad would just say, "Paper pen." I'm like, "What?" This is one of the first times you ever did
Paper,
paper
pen?
and
That
pen.
sounds-
I'm like, "Go get it." I'm like, "Okay." I'm gonna go get. My
Oh,
dad was in
jeez.
Catholic school.
Oh no.
My dad wasn't a great
Paper
kid when
cuts.
he was a kid.
Paper cuts.
No, not paper cuts.
Okay.
Open your fingers.
Can you
No.
imagine?
He said paper and pen, so I go get paper and pen. He goes, "Okay." What you just said to me, I want you to go upstairs and
Write
write
it 50
300
times?
300 times. I'm like, "Ha, okay."
Yeah.
But no, seriously, go up there. So I would go up there, write it, not finish it, thinking like
Really?
he would come and say, "Okay, see what you did wrong." He would come upstairs, not finish, 100 more times. I want it done in 100. Your 200 you have left, and 100 more after that, and it's not done in 30 minutes. You're doing more. And I literally, that was my worst punishment.
Oh my
That's
god.
But I
what I've
deserved
seen in
it.
Harry Potter.
I literally deserved it.
Would you rather be
I would-
spanked or that?
Honestly, I'd rather be hit.
Wow.
I would. It's funny looking back to it. Like it really wasn't that bad. It probably wasn't even 300.
I think
It probably-
that's a
it
really
probably
good
felt
way
like
to
300.
explain
It was probably like 50
It's not that
or
bad.
25.
as a kid, everything feels.
It's kind of like boot
it
camp.
probably wasn't that
Exactly.
bad, but like literally, the only time I did get hit was when my mom bought a new car, and you know, like the cigarette letters.
Wait, so you only got spanked once in your life?
Oh, a couple times.
Okay, so yeah, that happens.
Listen, I wasn't an angel.
I was a bad kid.
I had some ADHD, bouncing off walls.
Yeah.
So.
Same. All right, let me hear this story.
And I feel like my energy just went into like my vocal cords. I don't shut up. I just keep talking.
Nothing's changed.
No, not really. But yeah, the worst punishment probably was my dad bought my mom a brand new car. Literally going to dinner that night to celebrate the new car. I'm sitting in the back. I'm young, probably. I don't know how young I was. Probably like 19,
I
20.
feel like I know exactly what you're gonna say.
So the cigarette lighter, I'm looking at it and it's not orange. So
Definitely
I'm like,
burn the leather. Or
it's not
something.
hot. It's not. I don't think it's hot. So I was like, I'm not gonna touch it. That'd be stupid. So I put it in the carpet, and I'm like, all of a sudden I like see smoke and I smell. I'm like, oh god. So I throw it back in. I'm just looking like that.
How old
My
are you?
dad turns around. Doesn't even have to look who did it because my 4 sisters were in the car with us. My 3 other sisters, and turns around and just I'm like, oh shit. I sat in the car with the entire time they had dinner.
Oh my
damn.
Yeah.
God.
After getting hit.
Damn.
That's so sad.
That's
I was
harsh.
I don't even know how old I was.
How old are you?
I deserve
18.
way. I deserve way more. If my son did, or
happened last week.
if my son did that, I'd be so upset.
I probably wouldn't be that
Yeah.
upset, honestly. It's just a carpet. Like with the top rug?
Yes. Are
You
you
just
kidding me?
replace
You
that.
just bought a brand new expensive car, and I just take the
I would
cigarette lighter.
spank-
Huh.
I would spank my kid and then be like,
It's not orange. It's
I w-
probably not even that hot.
Well, why was it? It was in the back.
You know, like
said
the
you
cigarette
grabbed it
lighters,
from the
like
It's
the
in the
you
middle
push in, it pops out when it's
Exactly.
hot to
So,
light your
yeah.
cigarette.
yeah, but nobody uses those. It's been so long. I don't even know why they put those in
My
cars
mom
anymore.
bought the car like in
Well, they don't.
2001.
They're still in
Yeah.
cars.
I was probably like
Oh,
6.
really?
Oh no, they don't do them
No,
in cars
they,
anymore.
I've never seen that.
I don't know. I thought they still did sometimes.
No,
I guess not. I guess I'm
mean,
I
uneducated.
don't think they do.
Maybe
Is your car
Well,
have
they
it?
have the
Yeah, it doubles.
maybe
as,
in like
it
a
doubles
Bentley
as
or
like
Rolls
a
Royce or
charger,
something like that. Like
Yeah, I
real
think you can
classy,
buy
I don't
it.
know.
right?
Yeah,
I
I
don't-
think you're right.
All right, Ashley,
But was that good for upbringing?
that was a great story.
I didn't get an allowance.
Sheesh.
That was
My
great.
parents maybe work hard for
Did you
things.
have any businesses as a kid? Like little side hustles, like
Lemonade stand.
did you actually?
Lemonade
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Nice.
Trying to think.
A lot of kids do like landscaping, lemonade
Oh
stand.
yeah, I did
like
landscaping,
all that kind of stuff.
shoveling driveways
Raking
when
lawns,
when
yeah.
it snowed.
$5 for
Some-
parking lot.
Parking lot. What?
$5 for
Oh,
parking
sorry.
lot.
I don't. I didn't have a driveway. Never mind.
So what'd you do? Shovel parking spots
Yeah.
for $5 a spot?
hmm
That's cheap.
It was 2005.
Oh my gosh. How much did you
That's
charge?
like worth 200 now.
How much did you charge
Yeah.
when you went
I'm
shoveling?
joking. It's not that long ago. You're acting like we're talking
That was
about
15
1930.
years ago.
1930, $5 was like that's like
I was a
$500 now.
child.
How much did you charge for shoveling a driveway?
A driveway, probably like 30 or 40,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
50. I don't remember. I was a kid.
Yeah.
Walking around with my friends with a shovel, we
Right.
would have so much fun.
Yeah.
I think now I still
would have
that
fun,
But
but
then,
I'd be
and then we
freezing.
got older, and my dad let me take the snow blower, and we started
Nice.
doing more. And we're like, let's charge them more.
Yeah.
Walking around like, let's do 60. We'll do it in half the time.
I
We'll
had
do
friends.
more driveways and make more money.
I had friends.
And
I
we won't
remember.
pay for the gas.
I had buddies who, when I was like 16, 17, 18, they would buy like for their trucks, they would buy like the shovel to put in the front of the truck,
The plow.
the plow.
Oh,
and,
wow.
And yeah, when they were like,
Did you
17,
get out much when you were?
What?
Like, did you get out much? You called the plow. a
Whatever it's
shovel.
called. Whatever it's
Truck
called.
shovel.
The truck shovel, the plow.
trouble.
I call it a plow.
Yeah.
Trouble.
He just called it a shovel for the truck.
I said
Oh,
whatever
you
the
said
shovel's
that?
called.
Oh shoot.
I couldn't think of the name. Leave me
Sorry,
alone.
I zoned
Jeez.
out.
This is my show, please.
He was homeschooled.
Yeah, they used to go around. They used to go around and make so much money doing driveways like that with the plow.
Oh, people.
Oh my god.
Well, the funny thing is, like the plows take 2 seconds and they still charge like
Yeah.
say $40.
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. All right, Ashley, let's tell about.
Did you use the shovel?
No, I would never shovel.
I guess it's different for a girl. Did you ever like mow a lawn?
No, I don't even know how to work a lawnmower.
Man,
So there's that. I got like sometimes an
privilege.
allowance like every couple months, but like I wasn't like given an allowance every week. I wasn't like
Yeah.
spoiled or anything like that.
when did you get? Oh, let me ask this question. When did you get your first phone?
My first phone, I think I got one in like late elementary school, like early middle school, but it was like
Late
one
elementary,
of those
wow.
like slide phones. No,
Yeah.
it might have been early middle school. I think it was like the 6th grade. It was like one of those like slide phones where like you slide the keyboard out and then you had the screen on top.
Yeah, that's what I had first.
Yeah, it was
Did you get your
rad.
phone?
I remember it.
I think like 3rd grade.
Oh my god, Tom.
Wow.
You're so spoiled.
I
Yeah.
was spoiled. My
That's
dad always
crazy.
like wanted like because we used to walk to school.
So did you ever get punished?
Like when I was like,
That makes
I would
sense.
walk my younger sister to school, and he would always want to make sure we got there.
Right.
So I would call him right before we went.
Okay.
So did you ever get?
My mom would be my.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's what I. That's.
Yeah,
that's
well,
what
I mean,
my
at least it
parents-
wasn't
grew
an
up- I grew
iPhone or
up-
a smartphone.
Where
They
I
were
used
like
to-
flip
where I-
phones
Where I
at the
grew
time.
up was the neighborhood, and
Yeah,
in the
kids
middle of the
nowadays.
neighborhood was the school. So it was perfect. All the kids. It was normal for the kids to all walk, but my dad felt comfortable with, "Give me a call when you get there."
That
So
makes
It
sense.
wasn't like a crazy like iPhone or whatever.
In your
It was
teen
like-
years,
It
though.
was like a little flip phone.
In your
Right.
teen years.
Motorola.
In your
Yeah.
teen years, did you ever get like grounded and your phone was taken away?
Yes.
I hope you're gonna ask me these
we're
questions.
gonna get to you.
because
Well, you're saying yes, like normal, but there are a lot of kids who are like, I've never been grounded in my life.
I haven't.
That's crazy.
See, Ashley's one of them. We have one of them in the room.
I don't really
That
do
she's-
anything.
I can tell you that.
That's not true. It's not that you never did anything. It's
You
that
know
your
why I
parents,
complain so much?
Why?
because you weren't
Because you've never
disciplined.
been grounded. I don't complain because it's just.
So you were never grounded.
I didn't do anything
You never
bad.
spanked. Nothing.
Well, when I was younger, maybe. But
So
like,
you must have done something bad to get spanked.
I don't even remember. I like dumb shit. Me and my
Please don't
sister.
curse on this podcast.
Shut up.
Our clients
Me
are
and-
watching.
Sorry. Dumb stuff. So me and my sister
Make it worse for yourself.
would get into like fights about irrelevant things,
Yeah.
you know, like sisters do.
You never got your phone
You
taken
have
away.
phones? I didn't
I do. I have one younger sister. She just turned 18.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah,
she's
we were
barely
just
even younger.
Close
Yeah.
enough.
yeah.
Yeah.
She want to get a real
Yeah.
estate license?
She's thought about it, but I don't know if she's gonna
Start a
actually.
team and bring her on.
I don't know if she's gonna actually go through with it. She's into like fashion and things like that. She's launching her own boutique like
That's
online.
cool.
Yeah.
So, Selena,
Oh my god, really?
weren't you in fashion for school?
You see how fast
You're like.
I was? Yeah, I was going for a fashion merchandising degree.
Mhm.
I can do visual merchandising.
That's,
That's exciting.
If she wants to hire me,
Stuff like that.
Maybe.
yeah,
The right
Eventually.
slip-ons and-
They're not Gucci.
they're Coach,
Sorry.
but I'll take Gucci.
All right. So
Yeah.
all right.
But anyway, so she's launching her own boutique. It's
I
called
feel like we've been
Blossom
talking about it
Beauty
for like 20
Boutique.
hours.
Where is it?
It's not like a physical location. It's gonna be online first
That's fine.
because we're not
Awesome.
gonna pay rent
Yeah,
if
let
you're
us know.
starting
Yeah.
off. She's gonna do not like drop shipping, but something like that.
Like purchase it.
Yeah, like wholesaling.
Stuff, but cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
she's learning a lot. Like she built her own site and everything, so I'm proud
That's
of her.
awesome.
That's very trendy right now too.
Mhm.
Like,
Like
that's
thrifting
big
and
on
flipping and
Twitter.
stuff like that too. Depop,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff is
So-
huge.
I
I'm
hope
proud
she's
of
on.
her.
Yeah, I hope she's like on
Mhm.
Twitter with that because
She has to be. She's not yet, but
Okay.
yeah. But we fought over like dumb things as kids,
Yeah,
but
of course. me and
nothing
Matthew.
like nothing serious. I never really did anything like bad.
Oh no, me and Matthew were
I
bad
don't
kids. I
know.
feel like we like put holes in walls. I threw him into a wall
yeah,
one
we
time.
used
And, like
to.
we used to wrestle.
Well, you guys were brothers.
Yeah,
I didn't grow up with a brother.
yeah,
Grew up with
dude.
three sisters.
That's why
Yeah,
I was
that's
punished
different.
all the time.
That's
Yeah.
very
Alright, so Selena,
different.
let's hear yours now.
Well, I
Your
I'm
upbringing and
I'm the baby and of 3, and I have 2 older brothers. So we lived pretty recklessly. Like, so I can probably relate a lot
Yeah.
to you guys. I did get spanked as a kid. I was a fresh one. I'm still fresh today.
clearly
So it didn't help.
It didn't necessarily
Didn't
help.
it helps her
kinda-
get viral on Twitter.
It What'd you say, Tom?
Did it hit you hard enough?
I
Only
got
kid.
beat up when I was a kid. I don't know. I had some tough times.
Wooden
I come
spoons?
from a military grade kind of family.
Wooden spoons,
No wooden
Spatulas?
spoons. We got belts.
belts,
We got belts.
Hanger?
I've had
Hanger.
a
What?
plastic hanger, like your butt smacked with that shit.
one time.
I don't wanna
one
think
time
about
my mom
that.
threw whatever. Well,
See, they
like,
don't get it. They don't know.
you know, like Puerto Rican people of like Spanish descent, Latino descent, like they get hit with shoes, like chanclas and
Oh, yeah,
things like
shoes,
that. Like
yeah,
I've gotten
definitely,
hit with
definitely.
shoes.
Same.
But yeah, I was
they
fresh.
Would take the shoe off.
Yeah, and throw that at me.
That's the last thing I would ever want. Like take my shoe off. Now the inconvenience of I have to go get my shoe.
When you're that triggered,
Yeah.
anything.
Oh, shut
Yeah, it looked exactly like that.
Wait,
Um,
before you continue, I just want to make it clear that I'm not anti-discipline.
we
I'm
don't-
glad I was brought up the way I was. I was not abused in any way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
I
don't
don't-
Just my
condone.
butt.
We
It was
don't
just-
And I don't
condone
resent
child
my
abuse on this
parents.
It was just a
podcast, by
spanking.
the
Don't
way.
It was
resent
just a
my
spanking.
parents
I don't resent my parents
whatsoever.
either.
Because I was fresh. Like
Yeah, I would say crazy
one day I
stuff.
got so upset that my mom couldn't do my hair the same way she did it the day before, and I was like, "Mom, you suck." And I got hurt for doing that. So, but
Every kid. I feel like when we say hit, we're not meaning hit.
Not spanking.
Yeah.
Spank.
Yeah, yeah. That's-
It's like shut up.
But
I
what?
mean,
so
I've beat up my brothers.
Yeah.
I've had it pretty rough.
me and Matthew have gotten some fights.
It
where we
wasn't
got
a
broken up.
consistent thing, though. I did something
You grew up two older
to receive
brothers.
that.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough for like
Yeah.
you being the only sister and.
So you definitely are resilient.
Yeah.
I am resilient. I mean, like we played at the time it was WWF.
Slamming
So
the glass tables.
yeah, like we
Folding
created
chairs.
our own wrestling, like our own like ring in the living room, and we would body slam. I would get RKO'd like all the time. So it's
That's
like
awesome. I would love to see that.
we get like lightsabers. We play freaking
Yeah, we did all that stuff.
But I mean, I lived in a complex townhouse. So
Yeah.
like back to you guys little shoveling questions in the snow. Like we shoveled, but we didn't. I don't think I've ever charged for it, but I tried.
Money wise, how were you brought up? Like, were you taught the value of money? Did you get allowances? Did you?
So I don't really recall getting allowance. I recall getting money for like my tooth falling out. The tooth fairy.
Yeah, definitely same.
Things like that. Holidays, birthdays came.
Yeah.
I would get money for those things. And unfortunately, I was never taught the importance of money. If it was taught to me, it's something that kind of just went in one ear and out the other, and it just wasn't really drilled into me, the importance of money. And honestly, I can say that like today, my money managing skills are not the best, I feel, because of that. But
I wouldn't say
You have to
you
work
don't even have
on
to be
it.
taught it directly. I would say more so like I was taught the importance of money because I wasn't given everything I wanted, and I had to work for a lot
I
of
was given
stuff.
a lot that I wanted. I mean, I can't say that I'm spoiled, but my parents, they also tried to make it work for me and my brothers. So,
Yeah, even for me, I would say like I wasn't spoiled. I had it good. Like if I wanted
Yeah.
something, it's not like I would have it the next day, but like
Mhm.
right,
my parents would do the
Yeah.
best to get it for me. I wanted the Xbox. Even
Yeah,
though it was the longest
exactly.
I'd probably
We-
get for Christmas.
For
Mhm.
Christmas,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
We
definitely,
had some
definitely
insane
same.
Christmases.
Childhood is
Definitely
why
same.
no, it's not
Never
spoiled.
anything instantly for gifts and Christmas. Definitely for like birthday things I
Yeah.
And I
wanted.
think that's the way you should do it.
Yeah,
I don't think
Right.
when I'm not a father now, but like I think like when I do have a kid, it's not like, oh, you want this? I'm gonna get it for you. Like
you have to give some incentive.
Gotta earn
like,
it.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah.
be good,
Yeah.
and you might get it.
yeah, for sure.
You're not gonna get everything you want.
For
but
sure.
some kids, especially nowadays,
Yeah. I get
they think they're
everything.
entitled to everything.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Especially
Some
with the kids,
kids don't.
running around the grocery store with the iPads and like.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
that's
that's-
that's the
that's
that's
the
why I wanted to talk about our
craziest
upbringing.
thing ever.
Yeah, because it's
Um,
totally different.
I had a flip phone. I had the Razor when I was like in 6th grade. That's when
Oh,
I
that
like
was-
first got my
You were
phone.
the cool one.
Yeah, I had a Razor, and
Razor.
my brother's 6 years older than me. He had the Sidekick, and he gave it to me like shortly after
I
that.
had a sidekick.
So I had a Sidekick for a short period of time, which was pretty cool. But
Those were
yeah,
good times.
I had a
Those were
sidekick,
good
but I didn't get my
times.
first phone until I think either freshman year of high school.
I don't blame you
Yeah.
for that. I don't.
Or,
think
or
that
maybe
that's
8th
bad.
grade. Maybe 8th grade.
That's late.
Maybe 8th grade. Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
fair.
I think I would have got it late if my dad just wasn't like worried. Like if I wasn't walking to school.
Yeah, I
he
wasn't- I was
worried
homeschooled,
about-
so-
Yeah, you were homeschooled.
I was always home.
Like my dad was worried about like I was walking a little sister and I was.
Oh yeah, that's totally
even
different.
though I felt like at the time like oh I'm the big brother.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was still little.
Right.
You know,
Totally
like
different.
at the time you don't feel young.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when I
Mhm.
was a kid like in my head I felt like I was like a
Isn't that
man
crazy?
and I'm really like 8.
Isn't that crazy? You
like,
like
I'm so mature.
as a child, the concept of time is like not
Non-existent. Yeah.
non-existent. Like, oh, I want to grow up. I want to be like you guys.
And then you
But,
grow up
like,
and you're like,
and then you grow up and then
"Oh."
you're like, oh my
wanna be
god,
you.
this is the worst. Like, take me off the planet now.
There was one time my dad really spoiled us. I remember, we got a PS1, and some guy at work gave him like 20 games, and they were like bootleg games. They weren't even cases. They were in like those like little plastic cases you get like Walmart, like the clear like
Mhm.
disc.
Okay, they
Ones-
were used.
They were like used PlayStation 1
Yeah.
games, and PlayStation 2 was already out, but we were on PlayStation 1 at this time. And so he had a whole stack of them, and we were real little and short. He took the whole stack of 20 games, and he put them on top of the fridge, and he's like, every week
shit.
that you guys are good, I'm going to pull one down. Like, unlocking a new game. Like, every week.
You're like unlocking
Wow.
levels.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
pretty lit.
That was pretty
Meanwhile,
lit.
the game's probably the worst game.
But, no, there were some good
Oh, really?
games. I mean, I don't know if you guys played PlayStation 1, but, like,
Yeah, I played.
Yeah.
like
I
Mega
don't.
Man, SpongeBob, the game, Spider-Man, the original on
I have
PlayStation.
no idea. I didn't have a brother.
Throwbacks.
They're all throwbacks. They're all like classics,
And the
though.
thing is, like, we were little back then, so like it was fun.
It was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like,
if we ever played them now, I'd be like, what? is
Rayman, like Spyro. Oh my gosh, dude, tons of good games.
I had Pac-Man.
We had Pac-Man too. We had like
That's
a
it.
joystick
That was
actually you plug
literally
in.
it. Yeah.
You remember the joystick that you plug
this?
in?
Mhm.
Nintendo 64 was always the best.
Really, you had
Yeah.
that? I never had a Nintendo 64 growing up.
Really?
Wow.
Really? It was so fun.
Nope.
I remember when I was a little kid, I would always wait for like my sisters to be ready to play. Or my
I'm
dad.
so shocked. Like, my
I had
jaw is to the
GameCube.
floor right now.
When I was like a little older,
You what?
GameCube.
Oh, GameCube.
I had a
Lit.
GameCube.
Yeah, me and my brothers, well, they kept that trait, but we were all video game kids.
Yeah.
So
same.
we've had everything, like Sega, PlayStation, Xbox.
That's really what I get in trouble for the most. Would be like
GameCube, the
sneaking up
Wii.
at night and playing video games. We would get in trouble all the time. We used to
Nintendo.
we used to have timed.
My
The
parents,
SP.
To be honest with you, my parents never cared. Because I wasn't the kid to play it.
Oh really?
Oh
They
yeah,
had
we
play
stayed
it,
when
I,
we
Yeah.
stayed up.
My parents would be like, game time's over. Turn
It
it,
was
off.
3
and
a.m..
we'd like sneak down and play.
Oh my god, especially like in the summertime, like when school was out, like we would be up until like the sun was rising. Like we would drink Cokes at night just
Yeah.
to stay up and just.
Oh
like,
yeah, we did that when I would say when I was like 17, 16, like that age we were doing that. But when we were like 9, 10, our parents would be like, "All right, game time's over," and then we'd like sneak downstairs and get caught sometimes and get in trouble.
Jeez, yo, childhood.
But yeah,
Great
I mean,
time.
I definitely learned a lot about money because when I turned 16, I got a job right away at Wendy's, my first job. And once I started making my own paycheck, I basically just took over all my finances. I was like, I'm gonna start paying for my own phone bill. I'm gonna start paying for my own clothing. I was like, what else do I have like to spend money on? Like I had no expenses. I was like, I'm just gonna buy my own clothing, buy my own stuff. And ever since then, I've just been in charge of
Dude,
my
I
own
thought I
finances.
was
I feel
rich.
like every year it just gets more expensive.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, like when I
But
had
you make
my
more
first
money,
job,
hopefully, every
Yeah.
year.
when I had my first job, I like spent like money on
Really?
everybody for
Splurge.
Christmas.
Oh, really?
Oh.
I've
For
never do
Christmas,
that.
I felt rich. Like I felt like I made it big. Like okay, you get a gift. You get a gift.
Aw.
Cousins that I would never buy gifts for, like they got gifts that year. I
Yeah.
was so happy when
That's
when I got my
adorable.
first job.
That's
If
cute.
I don't talk to somebody, I'm not giving you a gift. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I'm older now, so it's a little bit different.
No, and I have the money for it. I'm just like,
Yeah, no, I mean if you don't,
You're just
give me
like,
a
no.
gift-
I don't know. Like, unless I'm close with a person. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like my family now is like, no gifts this year.
Yes,
Everyone,
100%.
Don't do a gift.
Wait, why?
Mhm.
Like, my mom and my dad will get all my sisters a gift, but all my sisters and me were like, please, no more gifts. Because then I'll get a gift, they're like, oh, come on, I didn't get you anything. Or like, we just agree, like, no gifts. Like, we don't want to spend anything.
Really?
It's like, we just want to be with each other on
Oh.
Christmas. Like, we don't
My parents
And
always
that's what
say
it's
that, but we
about,
always end up
though.
buying
I
gifts.
like that,
I
yeah.
shouldn't say I have everything I want. There's other things I want, but like, I don't want them going out and spending money. Like I'd
Right.
rather just be with them on Christmas.
Even if it's
Yeah.
something small, like a cup of coffee.
No, like
at
something
Starbucks.
that means something.
Okay.
Cup of
Even
coffee.
like my girlfriend now.
What kind of gift is that?
My girlfriend and me, like, we're not even doing gifts this year. We're doing something that like means something to us.
That you
Okay.
can share, maybe even
Yeah.
a shareable gift.
Experiences
Not
are
sure, just, like,
better.
something that will mean like make us laugh or
Oh,
give me
interesting.
$2 or
Something that's more
20,000
sentimental.
Like new car. Like, cool.
That'd be awesome.
Can make her watch.
Actually, I don't even want a new car. I love my truck.
All right. Well, I think we've been talking for a pretty long time. It's been like what, an hour? Yeah.
Yeah, it's been an hour.
That was
and
a
I'm
long
in trouble.
conversation about why you're in trouble. Oh, you're supposed to be at a showing right now?
Yeah.
Oh no. How far is it?
20 minutes.
Oh no. All right, let's wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys want Tom and Ashley to come back next week, I'm sure you guys will. Come on. 4:00 Wednesdays. We're filming again next week, so you better be here. Leave a comment below. Also, time blocking. We're gonna check on this next week because you have to run. But you definitely did not do any time blocking this week at all, and we were supposed to talk about it this week.
Terrible.
And we got no comments. Nobody wants to keep you accountable. I guess nobody cares about your business.
Damn. That's fine. That's why I have me, myself, and I.
That's all you need to motivate yourself.
All right,
Get that
guys.
money, girl. All right, guys. Thank you for watching this episode. Thank you, Ashley and Tom, for being here.
Thank you for asking me.
Hope you're here next week as well. Seriously, let's do it again. This was a great,
Yeah,
great
this
conversation.
was
So I'm glad you guys came.
Yeah, we covered a lot, I feel like.
We covered a lot of
Yeah,
topics, and we'll have
There's
more
been
next
a
week.
lot of
So,
different-
So we'll have more next week. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe on YouTube. Please, please. Comment below anything you want us to talk about in the future.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Can you comment below and support me in my my theory that expressing yourself is different than complaining?
Sure.
Thank you.
and
Comment about that.
everyone, follow me on Instagram. It's Selena
Everybody's just plugging themselves.
_ Real Estate New Jersey. Okay.
Anyway,
It's Ashbon.
we'll cut that out. Anyway, make sure to follow us on Spotify. And if you're listening on Apple, 5-star review helps us push up to the top. Leave us a 5-star review. We will see you all next week. Thanks so much for watching.
Thanks.
Bye.
Ooh, I can't believe my phone kept going. It's really the 4K.
It's not really an hour.
That was an hour.